Up next, we'll see two workhorses toting the rock. Saquon and his Giants battling Zeke and his Cowboys. Can Dallas make it 8 wins in the last 9 against New York? Find out next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. Brandon Gardner alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. And, CD, you look at the Giants in our ball game here. You figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading them out, their third-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Throwing Jones. And his first pass is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd and 10, Jones, open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Now Jones. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turned him loose.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to throw. Jones drops it underneath for Booker. Touchdown, Giants! Devontae Booker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Here comes this Dallas offense led by Dak Prescott in his 6th season now as the Cowboy quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe expected.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jabari Zuniga just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Jones on 1st down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Terrell Basham. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Elliott. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Elliott running right. And he is out of bounds here. The numbers for Zeke from last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they come up now second and goal. Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. A handoff, Barkley running left. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Micah Parsons, the rookie out of Penn State, in to drop him for the sack. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Gano for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Tony Pollard. And he'll bring it back all the way. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Giants going to take over again on offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay.
The Giants needed and went out and got a bona fide #1 receiver in Kenny Galladay from Detroit, where he spent 4 seasons and twice went over 1,000 yards. He'll really help the young quarterback, Daniel Jones.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Saquon Barkley slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now Pollard. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Third and long for Prescott. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. A first down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. First down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott flushed out right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Saints who were able to walk away with the road victory. Alvin Kamara, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Next, we head off to check out another game. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Christian McCaffrey, close to 200 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come. Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Now Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Prescott to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Prescott.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, a little juke. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run with Barkley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
A beautiful fake. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Joe Judge, I have to say it, going to present his case to the officials. He's thrown out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Prescott yet again. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Jabari Zuniga picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Flush to it. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Gano for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Now Pollard. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Come on now, let's go. Oh, you know what's coming. You know what's coming.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Right here, right here. What about 47?
To throw is Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Nice play, man.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Michael Gallup is the unsung member of the Cowboys receiving corps, but he's made some big catches during his time in Dallas. Now in his 4th season, he makes another one there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
And again, it's Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
52 catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
That is caught by Lamb. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. To the air again, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 1st down carry for Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Now Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown. Michael Gallup. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Terrell Basham. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. And Zerline's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Jones.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Jones connects with Slayton.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for New York. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Prescott.
Escaping the pressure right.
Into the hands of Cooper.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. He's got Elliott, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Dak. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Dak. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. To throw, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
In possession switching back to the New York Giants.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's second down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019, and then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
First down, Barkley, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 41, Jones.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Osa Odighizuwa breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He wants it all for the end zone.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Giants, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.